Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank CIRDAP and NIRDPR for inviting me to be part of this training. For probably first training where it's not very formal, it's semi-informal. We get to share more ideas as well with the participants. Even few of us have nicknames. I'm SIM1, SIM2. Yeah, I really enjoyed this training. I'd like to thank the organizers for the invitation. So my back to work assignment, there's actually two. One of which was the request from His Excellency, Director General, for pushing for the establishment of PG Rural Development Agency, similar to the one we have in India and also in Bangladesh. I think that's a good idea because around 75% of people in the South Pacific reside in rural areas. So that's a good space for us to work in. We'll be looking forward to that. We arranged a meeting with the Minister to brief him on this request first week, a week after I returned to the office. And also we'll be having a meeting with His Excellency Director General via Zoom and Minister and my Minister for Rural Development in Fiji on the first or second week of April, May. So that's first back to work assignment. The second one is, before I mention the second one, I just want to say that my specialty is economics. So, but my current profession is an administrator. So there are 4 divisions. Administrator. Yeah. So there are 4 divisions in Fiji. I'm currently the head of one of the divisions in terms of planning and operationalizing national policies or national initiatives. So my approach will be according to that lens, which is why I've my project. I've got it on presentation slide, but I'll just try to summarize it. My back to work assignment is the establishment of an Eastern Division Geo-Informatics Coordination Committee. So why did I choose that? First and foremost, according to my country presentation, there's a lot of fragmented data sets in Fiji, held by different ministries and departments. So from 2020 to 2026, around a total of 12 geo-informatics related initiatives undertaken. 7 operational and 5 proactively ongoing. These include climate planning, land planning, conservation, land records, agriculture, and also poverty. But the problem is it's only at national level. The reason during the presentation by a fisheries expert, I asked why or how is the information going down to the fishermen. That's simply because in Fiji, there's a lot of things going on at national level, and little going on at the sub-national level. Or simply put, the information at national level is not going back down to the sub-national level, especially geoinformatics information. This is why around 70% of our national development plan is done at the national level. Very little coming from the sub-national level of the district or the local governments. So this is why we also have complaints that a lot of things is top-down instead of bottom-up approach. And also because of the fact that why I chose this for the establishment of a committee at the sub-national level is because of duplication of effort. Poverty is doing the same thing that the Minister of Finance is doing. So that is something that we need to clear out. And that is due to limited integration and planning system, which is a very big problem for us. And also I think this is a good establishing a geoinformatic committee at the sub-national level because the Minister of Rural Development already has a database unit at the national level. So we can work together with an existing framework. So we will not need any extra cost or anything, so we'll just work within that budget. Now, The reason I focused on the Eastern Division is because I'm the head of that division, and also because of the fact that there is little infrastructure, or there's very little done in terms of Geo-Informatics in the Eastern Division. When I assumed the role about 2 years ago, I had to go around visiting all the ministries to get them to at least give me some information so that I could develop a plan. And also because our divisional development plan is, we received instruction from government to begin our divisional development plan, work on our divisional development plan by August. So this committee will set the foundation for us to, at least when we start our divisional development plan, we have some information already with us, so that our work is evidence-based and database-based. Discussion with my superiors this morning regarding this proposal. We're hoping that probably at least conservatively we can have 40% of data integration within the first 8 months. If we start next month. So we start working together, then we set up a framework for the committee and also terms of reference. I'm still waiting for a reply from our permanent secretary in terms of reference for this committee. The advantage I have in terms of setting up a committee at divisional level is because I have a lot of autonomy in terms of initiatives. So this is not the first committee I've set up. Actually, I've set up 4 already. One is on livelihood, and then the other is on disaster, and emergency response, and 2 on emergency response. So if this goes through, it will be the 5th one. So by integrating these information, these data sets, we can have a more concentrated approach in terms of evidence-based planning, which is something that we lack, especially for the Eastern Division in the future. So that is roughly my summary of back to work assignment. I already have a proposal written down. Probably once I get the go-ahead from my superiors today, I will forward it to Dr. Venkat Malu for reference of, etc. Thank you.